Hi everyone, it is me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about, you know, someone who says they know a fighting craft. Now, first off, there are many fighting crafts, and a lot of them tend to be Far Eastern, or some of them are Middle Eastern. And I guess if you want, and I guess the only fighting crafts out there that are that aren't Far Eastern and Middle Eastern would be what? True wrestling, true boxing? I don't know. So, anyway, you got Po, and at first you might look at him and you might think he don't know, he wouldn't know a fighting craft, but he does. Well, oh, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, there's no way that I should know that I know a fighting craft. Well, do you? Yeah, I learned Kung Fu, but that's some kind of Eastlandish, Vietnamese borrowed word. The English word is I don't know, but I know some kind of Eastlandish fighting craft. Oh, yeah, I know you do. And I know that there were some films that you made, and then there was a Farseer show. Yeah, a drawing show, yeah. I had, I guess, 3 drawing films, maybe 4 drawing films. Then I have a Farseer show. I don't know if it's still going on or not. Most likely not. And yeah, a lot of folks don't take me earnest. Well, why do a lot of folks don't take you earnest? I don't know, because show player and stand up Jack Black does the speaking for me. Yeah, I don't see why someone out there wouldn't take you earnest under those grounds. I don't know. And at one time, someone who doesn't know a fighting craft. Well, who would that be? That would be Snake from Metal Gears or Steel Tools. One of those games called Snake's Even, and he goes that he knows a fighting craft. But in that game, he doesn't have a fighting craft. I guess not. Well, I don't know any fighting craft. And that's what some folks maybe think, that I know some kind of fighting craft, but I don't. Hell, I'm not really even that good at boxing or wrestling. And those two are seen to be fighting crafts in themselves. Yes, wrestling is a fighting craft, and so is boxing as well. The true boxing, the true wrestling. Yeah, because there's only like one offshoot of boxing that I know of. And there's only like 2 offshoots: skilled wrestling and then true wrestling. You know? So, did you do some cool things with it? Yeah, but what we are told is that our fighting craft is there to help us, help us become more wiser, help us to be stronger, help us to get self-trust and self-worth. But it's never to really be work to fight anyone. Fighting should always be the last thing you have to do if you did everything you could do not to get out of it. Yeah, that's what I learned. That's what I learned about it too. But then again, that goes for anyone, not only those who know a fighting craft, but even those that don't. Yeah. So, well, I heard you and Zia Lee had a bind. Yeah, one time I did. And I think we kind of still got a bind. And one time I teamed up with Gold Dust and I called myself Po Dust. I think that's what Gold Dust called the team. Yeah, the tag team didn't really go that far. Well, hey, well, it's good seeing you, Po. Well, thank you. Well, that was me, with Po, which is no, he is not a Disney self. He's a Comcast self, since Comcast owns DreamWorks now, or DreamWorks Pictures, or DreamWorks Likenesses, or whatever they call the business. So he's a Comcast self, and he's not a Disney self. Even though, yes, Po did have about mini films and had drawing films and maybe a drawing show, which Nickelodeon or Nicka Film Hall had the broadcast rights to at one time. Alright, and I'll see you later. Give this film a like, share and playlist it, and I'll see you later.